Thick boy Rick Ross, I bought a $1 million home just so I can ride by it every day. Which also, by the way, Rick Ross has made pretty good progress on losing a lot of weight, which I think is pretty amazing, right? Just like in terms of like improving your health and showing like a good example of improving your health, I think that's pretty amazing. So props to Rick Ross for losing weight because like back when he first came out and like blew up, he was big. He was a very big guy. But now he's not so big and that could help him long term in terms of like living a long life, which is pretty awesome. So, with a reported net worth of around $40 million, a $1 million house might seem like pocket change for Rick Ross. So, basically, that's 1/40th of his supposedly net worth. And that's if he actually bought that in cash, right? So, appearing on the first episode of Revolt's new show, Assets Over Liabilities, the Aston Martin music, which by the way, that Aston Martin song was actually pretty amazing, revealed that he bought a house in Atlanta just because he could. Homes was something I was always fascinated about, he said, so me and my homies started coming up to Atlanta. We used to ride by here all the time. We would pull over and just be like, God. After I got my deal and my situation, I bought $1 million home maybe 2 minutes from here that I still own. That's right around the corner just so I can ride by it every day while I'm in Atlanta. And that's what the play was, Ross explained. Meanwhile, in March, the Mississippi born rapper purchased a $3.5 million Florida estate. He also has a 109 room estate in Georgia that made an impression on Diddy and is where scenes from Eddie Murphy's Coming to America movie were filmed, which also I believe that was originally a custom-made home by a professional boxer. Additionally, Ross has an impressive collection of over 100 cars that he can now officially drive since getting his license a few months ago, which is pretty crazy when you really think about it, right? So Ross, 45, revealed that his method for staying rich includes trimming costs by flying commercial and cutting your own grass, which is what he does. In addition, he has several Checkers and Wingstop restaurant franchises that bring his estimated monthly income up to $585,000, according to Hot New Hip Hop. Now, here's the thing, right? $585,000 seems pretty low on like a monthly income stream for Rick Ross. But when you really think about it, $585,000 every single month for basically a guy who hasn't been like a massive name in the rap industry for a while. Now he's still big, but I'm saying like he's not one of these people who are like basically, you know, getting like number one hits every single time he releases something, right? And he's not constantly releasing something, right? He's not constantly in like the public eye or in news articles and all that kind of stuff, right? Which I kind of like, right? Because the way I see it, I feel like the way he's trying to like live his life in a way where he's showing people like, hey, he can live a lavish lifestyle while also continuously improving his income, and based off this article, that he keeps his costs low, meaning he has like a very good ratio in terms of income and expenses, meaning he lives by the principle of spending less than what you make. And that simple concept can literally make anyone much wealthier. And that's pretty much it for this article, which, again, I think this is pretty cool. But let's check this out. Oh, jeez, an hour? I don't know if I'm going to want to watch an hour of the thing. Not really. Nah, definitely not. But let's see. Let's check this $40 million net worth, supposedly. July 29th, 2021. I want to see where the net worth is. Is there anything about the net worth? No. Okay, so it doesn't really talk too much about his net worth. He just reportedly has a net worth of 40 million, and as well as his music industry income, also owns multiple Wingstop chicken franchises. Now again, I don't know how good these Wingstop chicken franchises are, and I think it'd be pretty cool if he is making about like the $600,000 a month. I think that'd be pretty cool. But the thing is, I just don't want him to end up getting to the point where he makes too much money to where he thinks that he could continuously escalate his lifestyle. But if he keeps his lifestyle just under basically his monthly income, he could basically prolong that pretty much forever, right? As long as you spend less than what you make forever, guess what? You will never be in debt to anyone forever. You will be able to live a good life forever. You never stress about money forever, right? And it's interesting because you would think that more people would understand that concept of living below your means. Like, hey, if you make 100K after taxes, guess what? That does not mean you could spend 100K at all, right? You cannot spend 100K. Physically, you can, but financially, that's just stupid, right? And you see this a lot of times with like doctors, dentists, chiropractors, lawyers, not really investment, well, maybe sometimes investment bankers, but you see this more so with people that make a lot of income because they think that they are justified in spending that money as if they earned the right to spend that money, right? And the thing that you got to understand, okay, you can spend your whole paycheck, your whole income on things that you want, on experiences that you want, but guess what? You're not going to have any money left over. If something happens to your body, if your job relies on your body, you're screwed. If something relies on your mind to still be in tip-top shape and something happens to your mind, guess what? You're screwed. So this is the thing that you really got to understand, right? Now, I personally don't think Rick Ross is necessarily going to have too much of an issue because he is making an effort to lose more weight. He is looking for like more long term. He is gradually increasing his monthly income. He is still keeping his expenses less than his monthly income, apparently, right? So as long as he keeps that track, he could live for the rest of his life a very lavish lifestyle that 1% of 1% of people could ever imagine even experiencing, right? But again, everyone can basically follow this concept that he's doing, where it's just living below your means. And one of the best ways for people to do that is by getting out of debt. So go to 41bucks.com to learn how to get out of debt.